Okay, good day students. So welcome to Principles of Accounting. Today we will be talking about statement of cash flow. But let us first define our objectives. First, we will define what is a cash flow statement and then let us know its general formula. We will have to categorize the activities which involves cash, then determine the financial statements used in generating a cash flow statement. We also have to learn the methods in preparing a cash flow statement, and of course, we will generate a cash flow statement. Let us first define what is a cash flow statement. So, cash flow statement, this tracks the inflow and outflow of cash, which provides insights into the company's health and operational efficiency. So, when we say cash flow statements, involves two activities. This is the inflow and outflow of cash. And take note, this provides insights into a company's financial health and operational efficiency. When we say financial health, the financial statement, which reflects the financial health of the organization, would be its balance sheet. It also reflects the operational efficiency of an organization. The income statement reflects this. The general formula in a financial statement or of cash flow is the net change in cash plus cash beginning would be the cash end. So the net change in cash will be determined sa ating cash flow statement. Tapos ipa-plus natin yung beginning balance doon sa balance sheet. Dapat yung sagot is yung ating end or cash end.
Again, so the general formula in making a cash flow statement is net change in cash plus the cash in the beginning. This must equate to the cash in the end. So yung cash in the end, makikita natin yan sa balance sheet. So ipa-plus natin doon sa net change in cash na nakuha natin itong total na ito sa cash flow statement. Tapos pag pinlas mo dapat yung beginning, again dapat yung lalabas na result is the cash at the end. Dapat magtugma siya. So to get the net change in cash, merong mga activities na dapat nating recognize doon sa ating mga financial statements. So what are these activities? First, dapat yung mga transactions doon sa ating financial statements makategorize into this activity. So pwedeng operating activities, so dapat makuha natin yung net cash flow from the operating activities, then the net cash flow from investing activities, and the net cash flow from financing activities. So there are different methods of presentation. So may dalawa sa operating activities, which is the direct and indirect method. And for the investing and financing na mga activities, we will be using the direct method. Again, yung ating net cash flow from operating, pwede nating makuha from direct and indirect method. When using the direct method, we will only be getting the cash inflow less the cash outflow. But when we will be using the indirect method, so yung formula natin medyo may twist. So magsisimula tayo doon sa net income. Tapos pag nakuha na natin yung net income, we'll perform the adjustment. So ano tong mga adjustments na to? Halimbawa, meron tayong revenue, which is receivable. So tingnan natin kung paano to nangyari.
Halimbawa, meron tayong sales revenue. Ngayon si sales revenue, instead na bayaran siya ni customer ng in cash, inutang niya. In short, pag pinasok natin yan doon sa journal, so dahil tumaas yung receivables, we will enter it as debit to the accounts receivable. So again, meron tayong technique. We will use the Adler. So, everything that is in the left are normal debit balance. And everything that is in the right are normal credit balance. So, when we increase in this accounts, dapat i-debit mo yan. Sa kabila, kapag nag-increase sa accounts na to, dapat i-credit mo yan. Ngayon, paano natin ipapasok? Yung kita, pero hindi pa binayaran ni customer. Of course, dahil si accounts receivable ay asset, so debit siya. So, we will be debiting the accounts receivable. And we will credit the revenue or sales revenue. So, pag nag-credit tayo kay sales revenue, halimbawa, yung ating income ay 50,000. Okay, so 50,000 si debit, si credit ay 50,000. Okay, so don't forget, denotes doon sa baba when we enter it sa journal entry. So, dito yan. Ngayon, class, di ba, manonotice nyo, na-record siya as accounts receivable, pero na-record siya as sales revenue. Pagdating sa income statement natin, ipapasok natin lahat ng sales revenue less the expenses. So, in short, yung ating net income, this will be not sure if ang ating net income ay in cash or hindi. Okay? So, ang gagawin natin dito sa ating cash flow statement, sa adjustments, lahat ng mga income na niless natin sa net income pero wala talaga tayong perang lumabas. Example is the depreciation and the loss on sales of equipment dahil minus natin yun doon sa ating total expenses. So, halimbawa, na-record siya as an expense pero walang lumabas na
Pera.
ang ngayon, kailangan natin, para makuha natin sa cash flow, yung total ng mga cash, kailangan natin tong i-plus ulit. Para makita natin na yung total cash hindi naman talaga nabawasan noong ating mga loss on sales of equipment or depreciation. So, kailangan natin yung i-plus sa ating cash. So, yan yung mga adjustment. Same class doon sa mga na-record natin as lumabas, pero in reality, hindi talaga sila lumabas. So, ang mangyayari, ima-minus naman natin yan doon sa ating cash flow. Kasi na-record siya as lumabas. Just like the loss on sale of equipment. Okay? So, yung isa gain on sales of equipment. So, pumasok siya doon sa ating net income. Dahil wala talagang pumasok na pera, ngayon, kailangan natin siyang i-minus. Tapos, yung depreciation, kailangan naman nating i-plus dahil na-minus yun sa net income natin. Pero wala naman talagang perang lumabas. So, yun yung mga example ng mga bagay na kailangan nating i-plus at i-minus sa ating adjustment dito sa ating indirect method. So, again, class, ang basis natin is ang balance sheet at income statement. So, ang hindi lang kasama, number 1 doon sa ating balance sheet, yung cash. So, dahil cash nga yung sinusolve natin, so hindi na natin ipa-plus or ima-minus yung ating cash. Doon na yun sa end, kumbaga. So, ang titingnan natin yung mga accounts receivable, accounts payable, so lahat ng mga activities na possible na related doon sa ating mga financial statements. Okay, so class, halimbawa, we will proceed to the classification of our entries or accounts doon sa income statement at balance sheet. Merong maliit din na technique or advice para ma-interpret natin siya whether yung isang transaction is magbe-belong siya doon sa operating, investing, or financing. Kapag yung transaction, no, nag-i-involve doon sa ating mga current assets or current liabilities, itong mga transactions na to ay cash outflow or cash inflow, okay, doon sa ating operation or operating activities. Kapag naman class, yung ating transaction involves the non-current assets, this will be included doon sa ating mga investing. Halimbawa, sales or payment doon sa ating mga inutang or cash payments doon sa ating mga equipment. In short, meron tayong investment. So, this will belong to our investing activities. Or kahit hindi yung mga equipment. Halimbawa, nung class, yung mga non-current assets natin. Halimbawa, bumili ka ng securities. Or halimbawa, nag-invest ka sa ibang company. So, investment yan kasi meron kang papaabuti na income. That's why it is an investment. So, upon analyzing those transactions, dapat ito, mabebelong ito dito sa investing natin na activities sa cash flow. And if ever naman, yung ating activities will involve non-current liabilities, this means this belongs to financing activities. Bakit naman yan naging financing? Non-current liabilities or owner's equity, like payment of dividends, okay? Bakit? Kasi ito, kapag ikaw ay nagkaroon ng non-current liability, di ba may papasok na pera? In short, kakailanganin mo ng pera or financing doon sa iyong organization. Or yung perang ito, class, magagamit ito sa pag-finance doon sa organization mo or magagamit ito sa operation ng organization mo. In short, na-financean yung organization mo. Or halimbawa, class, nagbayad ka ng dividends, okay? Kung nagbayad ka ng dividends, so mamaminus yun doon sa iyong total net income na magiging reflected dito sa ating retained earnings. Kaya yan dito mapapasok sa financing ng organization, okay? Kasi maaapektuhan yung ating retained earnings which will be added dito sa ating owner's equity. So, that will include our financing yan. Under siya sa financing ng mga activities. And if ever naman, tayo naman yung makatanggap ng dividends. So, dito, di ba, tayo yung nagbayad ng dividends. Kung tayo naman yung makatanggap ng dividends, ibig sabihin, nakatanggap tayo ng kita. Okay? So, ito mapapasok yan sa ating operating activities. Kasi kita natin yun eh. No? Kinita natin yun sa organization. O binayaran tayo ng dividends. So, dito yan papasok sa operating natin na activities. So, to summarize it all, ito yung chart.
Ito yung lagi nating tatandaan, no? Kapag yung ating mga activities na involved, mag-i-involve ng current assets, under yan sa operating activities or operating cash flows. Kapag naman current liabilities, operating cash flows pa rin. Pero kapag yung ating mga accounts na related sa long-term assets, may include ito sa investing cash flows. Kapag naman long-term liabilities, financing cash flows. So example class, para ma-practice kayo in determining whether investing, financing, or operating activities ba ito may involve, let's take a look dito sa mga succeeding na mga examples. Para dun sa practice natin, we will classify or identify whether each of the following transactions would appear in the operating, investing, or financing activity section of the statement of cash flows. First class, purchased equipment for 130,000 cash. Again, we evaluate what is the account affected. Ano ba siya? Current? Asset ba siya? Liabilities? Or owner's equity? Okay, so since purchased equipment is a long-term asset, then we will be affecting our investing side or investing activity ito kasi nag-invest tayo sa equipment eh. Okay, so purchased equipment, so the answer is investing. So under ito sa investing activities. Next class, cash received from sales. Pinagbentahan mo, galing dun sa customers mo. So itong cash flow na to, this will be included in what section of your cash flow statement? Okay, so the answer is operating activities. Next class, cash paid to suppliers for inventory. So, inventory. Si inventory, under siya ng assets mo. Ang tanong, long term ba ito o short term? Okay? So, dahil si inventory, nauubos yan in every cycle. So, si inventory is included in our current assets. So, therefore, we are affecting our current assets. Then, ito ay kasama sa ating operating activities. Next class, cash paid for the equipment purchase of 500,000 pesos. Ibig sabihin, inutang mo pala equipment mo tapos ngayon mo lang binayaran. Utang to. Ito ay kasama sa investing activity. Next class, issued 40 pesos per preferred stock for cash. Ibig sabihin, nag-issue ka ng stocks. Ibig sabihin, pag nag-issue ka ng stocks, may natanggap kang pera, tapos meron na silang stocks na pag-aari. That's why, issued stock nga 40 pesos ang each. So, nakatanggap ka ng pera, class. So, yung pera, ginamit mo yun sa operations mo. So, ikaw ang nakatanggap ng pera para magamit mo sa iyong operation. This is included in the, financing activities. Next class, cash received from bank loan. 200,000 pesos. Bank loan daw, umutang ka sa bangko para magamit mo. Okay? So, anong sagot? Operating, investing, or financing activities? Okay. So, financing. Bakit financing? Kasi nagamit mo tong pera na to para mapaikit mo. So, ikaw ang pininansa nung bangko. Okay? So, this involves, short term, long term, okay, long term liabilities. So, dahil long term liabilities yan, included yan sa ating financing activity. Then, class, acquired land through issuance of 100 ordinary shares of 10 pesos per share. Okay, ano nangyari dito? Acquired land daw. In short, instead na bayaran ka nung isang investor, nakuha mo yung lupa niya. At ang kapalit ng lupa niya, binigyan mo siya ng shares dun sa kumpanya mo. 10 pesos per share, so in short, nagkaroon ka ng 100 ordinary shares na inisyo sa kanila. Okay, so ano ba to? Operating, investing, or financing? Okay, non-cash investing and financing activity. Bakit non-cash? Kasi wala ka namang natanggap na pera, pero nakuha mo yung iyong lupa ni client. So, ano nangyari? Dahil non-cash siya, class, again, yung ating ninonote sa cash flow ay cash lamang. So, ano mangyayari dito? Yung mga non-cash investing activities natin, class, they are not reported in the body of the cash flow statement. Pero, reported to as a note ng statement natin or supplementary schedule to the financial statements. So, companies make investment that do not require cash. So, they also obtain financing other than cash. So, example nito yung issuance of bonds. So, payable to. Kumbaga, na-issuehan ka ng bonds, so may utang ka for the purchase of land. Okay? So, kailangan mong bayaran. So, contribution to doon sa ating equipment. So, ikaw ang kumpanya, ikaw ang inisyuhan. Okay? So, investing yan. So, generally, class, ito yung format ng ating cash flow statement. Magsisimula tayo sa cash flow from operating activities. Dapat makita natin yan kung net cash flow na positive or negative. And then, meron din tayong cash flows from investing activities. And of course, cash flow from financing activities. So, kukunin natin yan, i-add natin yung tatlo. Yung answer niyan is the net change in cash. Yan. Tapos, pag pinlas natin dapat yung cash sa beginning period, dapat mag-equate siya sa cash at the end of the period. So, this is our general format for the cash flow statement. Again, class, doon tayo dalawang paraan para makuha natin yung ating flows. Pwedeng indirect method, pwedeng direct method. Okay, so yung ating indirect method, nagsisimula tayo sa net income, tapos adjustments. Adjustment to net cash provided by the operating activities. Yung direct method naman natin, we only restate the income statements in terms of cash. So, cash inflow minus cash outflow. So, yung ating mga investing and financing activity, yung directly natin na lang ito na ma-minus, mapa-plus minus. So, for the direct and indirect methods, the section reporting investing and financing activities are the same. So, net inflow or outflow for each section under the two methods are identical. So, the operating activities are reported differently. So, parang ganito lang yan, yung operating activities natin. Pwede siyang indirect, pwedeng direct. So, sa indirect method, ayan yung earned revenues natin minus yung expenses is the net income. So, we eliminate the non-cash revenues and we eliminate the non-cash charges. That's why we get the operating cash flow from the indirect method.
So, ito yung example ng financial statements natin na gagamitin. First, we will use a balance sheet. Tapos, yung income statement. Tapos, of course, ito yung basis natin ng mga notes. So, magsisimula tayo, iisa-isahin natin kung ano yung mga nandito na mga account. So, yung cash natin, hindi natin ito gagalawin kasi dapat yung ending natin na net change in cash, ito yung mag-equate. Tapos, yung cash beginning natin will be this one, the 37,000. So, we will observe the accounts kung alin-alin dyan yung ating mga gagamitin. So, let's start with the indirect method. Again, indirect method, it starts with the net income. Okay? So, mag-start tayo sa 99,000. Ilagay natin to sa ating cash flow statement. But, para madali tayo, ang gagawin natin ngayon, i-evaluate natin itong mga accounts dito sa ating yung mga operating natin ng mga activities. Titingnan natin yung change nila from 2019 to 2020. So, i-determine natin kung whether increase or decrease, and let's subtract the values para makita natin kung ilan yung change in the accounts o values of the accounts. Okay, encode natin sa Excel para mabilis. Ayan, so makikita natin, no? Dito sa cash, nagkaroon ng increase sa cash, naging 80,000. So, tinotal ko na lang lahat, pero hindi lahat na magagamit natin, no? Kasi since yung cash hindi na natin yan ipapasok dun sa cash flow statement kasi yan na nga yung basis natin. Yung accounts receivable, kasama yan, diba? Since yan ay current na mga assets. So, nag-decrease from 2019, 56,000, naging 38,000 na lang. So, decrease. Nung minus natin, naging 18,000 yung kanyang change in cash. Dito naman sa merchandise inventory, so, from 83,000 naging 94, therefore nag-increase siya ng 11,000. Dito naman sa property, so ayan. Yan yung mga changes natin sa lahat. Sa accounts payable, from 50 naging 35. Accrued liabilities or mga utang natin na na-render na ng ating pinagkakautangan yung service pero hindi pa natin nababayaran. So, from 29,000 naging 25,000, therefore nag-decrease yung utang natin ng 4,000. Ibig sabihin, meron tayong mga hindi pa nare-record pero from 29,000 naging 25,000 na lang, hindi pa nare-record pero bayad na. Okay, dito naman sa notes payable, nag-increase siya. Okay, so ibig sabihin dumami yung ating utang. At yung common stock, so yun yung mga changes nila. So tingnan natin, i-evaluate natin isa-isa.